Hi there, Nazim. So, more essays from you. Great job. You've been working so hard for your IELTS preparation. I'm sure that all of your hard work is going to pay off, so great job. Let's get right into your correction. Okay, inventions, discoveries like fire and electricity. People can no longer live without them. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay. The technology advancements, e.g. fire and electricity, have had a tremendous impact on humans' lives, making it impossible for us to live without them. Personally, I strongly advocate this idea, as I believe that modern people became far more sybaritic to survive without the today's essentials such as utilities. Okay. I don't think that sybaritic fits here. And I also am not crazy about this construction here. So you're basically trying to say that people have become really dependent on these things, right? Is that what you mean? People have become far more dependent on these to survive. I don't know. Oh, you're saying becoming... Yeah, there's something a little awkward here. Basically, that people have become too spoiled, essentially, to live without today's essentials, such as, so yeah, to live without today's essentials, such as utilities, and I wouldn't have put the here. Okay, this essay will support my opinion by proving points and stating arguments from research performed by the UN Religious Committee and World Health Organization. Okay. On the one hand, there are people who believe that a human can live a decent life without using crucial inventions of the past. Moreover, they share the opinion of application of discovery results being peccable. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I don't really understand this sentence. Share the opinion of application of discovery results. What are you trying to say here? I'm not really clear, okay? For instance, based on UN Religious Committee, the UN Religious Committee, there are 15% local community. Okay, let's try this again. There's some problems with some of your constructions today, Nazim. Based on UN Religious Committee, 15% of local communities in Africa whose leaders prohibit their members from using widespread utilities such as electricity, water, and gas supply in their homes. 15%. 15%, as they believe their use is sinful. Yeah, that works better. Not there are 15% local communities. So 15% of the local communities in Africa, 15% whose leaders prohibit them, believe their use is sinful. Okay, and then you could have gotten rid of this as. Okay? Therefore, the application of inventions turns their users into immoral creatures under the opinion of the local community leaders. Okay. On the other hand, there are people who think that the current human race is too pampered to survive without using mass inventions. Furthermore, okay, I think you need to back this up. And maybe you're going to, but when I see furthermore, I instantly assume that you mean you're going to add a new main idea. So let's say, they believe that not only are modern people able to lead decent lives because of inventions, but also the previous generations managed to survive due to progress development. All right, that's a little redundant, okay? For example, the World Health Organization recent study indicates that if there were no electricity invented back in the 17th century, at least 50% of the global population would simply not exist, as our ancestors would have died before reaching 6 months old. Okay, not turning and reaching together. Hence, important advancements are essential for our predecessors and were essential for our predecessors and for us to be born and survive. To summarize, I would like to say that I am a strong supporter of the idea that scientific inventions, and discoveries are highly needed for humanity, with their importance only to grow in the nearest future. Okay, I'm just going to read it over again. Okay, so reading over your essay again, I kind of take issue with this paragraph here as I'm not really super happy with how you developed it, because the question is, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Here, what you're doing is you're actually giving me the reasons why these religious leaders don't agree with it. But it's not asking you, why do some people think we can live without it? Okay? I would have preferred a different type of development here. So maybe I can give you a couple of suggestions. So why do you think people can live without them? Well, basically because we have lived without them for thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. All of these inventions are simply recent in the last maybe 200, at least as far as electricity is concerned, and obviously fire much longer. But all of these inventions basically are, especially in terms of fire and electricity actually, it's what our civilization is dependent on. So without them, it's like you're asking us to go back to the time of cavemen, which would be a terrible thing for progress. So of course we can no longer live without them, because asking us to live without them would be like asking us to live in the caves again. Okay, so that's kind of what I think this is asking you. Not, you know, why are some people against fire and electricity and so forth. Okay, and that's kind of what you developed here. So I don't completely agree with that. Okay. Okay, and there were some word problems here as well today, but let's see what you did with, let me see what else. Grammar, okay. Yeah, there were some grammatical problems and some word problems, but really for me the biggest issue is with your task response and the way you developed this essay, this paragraph. All right, let's look at your letter. You're writing a recommendation. Great. Okay. Dear Mr. Betasoff, it is my pleasure to recommend Ms. Lee for manager's position at AB Group of Restaurants. I think you should put a "the" here. I am the deputy director of Excellent Restaurant, who has been working with Ms. Lee for 3.5 years. Her job duties at her present position cover supervising both waiters and chefs alongside with controlling procurement. Her dedication to work as well as her logical mind always strike me. She was the first person whom I hired when the place was launched, and she managed to design proper business process functioning, starting from cleaning and purchasing food to making our guests come, make somebody do something, okay? So it's come, not coming, back to us. Even though I believe her shift to the AB restaurant will be a definite loss for me, I think she needs to develop professionally even further. AB Restaurants is a large-scale business, and working with you will be beneficial for her. If you have any further queries, please do not hesitate to contact me personally. My phone number is this. Yours sincerely. All right, nice. I like this. This was good. You had some nice language. You were convincing. Describe her attitude towards work. Did you do that? Not really. Her logical mind. Okay, that's the only thing. So you talked a little bit about this. You talked about this. This maybe you should have developed a little bit more. Her attitude towards work. What could you have said? You could have said, yeah, you could say she had a no-nonsense attitude. She was a quick thinker. She was a problem solver. So you could have gone a little more into this, gone into a little more detail here. All right. So Nazym, go ahead, correct these, and send them back to us. So basically, the message for today is task response. That was probably the biggest problem in your 2 essays today. So correct these, send them back, and I'll be waiting to see your next set of essays. Okay? Good luck.